Yo, people, and welcome to another episode of Through a Different Lens podcast. I am your co-host, Joe.
I'm Dej.
And I'm Jacob.
And today we got a very special guest joining us. Someone I've known for most of my life, actually. So it's one of my big bros in life, you get me? Young man, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm not young no more, man, but yeah.
We've got Scarz joining us. Would you go on?
Love. Yeah, man. Scarz. Yeah, man, I've been in the game for a while. Obviously, was an artist full-time before, but now I produce, I'm a lecturer, and yeah, like, I take life differently now, and there's other things I fulfill myself with.
Fantastic. We always start off by checking in, so obviously you've given a little spiel of what you do, but how are you? How's your week and how's your month gone? And your year, because we're nearly wrapping up, so you know.
Put it this way, it's definitely, my birthday's coming around the corner. So whether or not that one's just boosting my energy or whatever, but definitely this year has been crazy, but the last 2 months have been bliss. Like, I can't lie, like, and it just goes to show, like, time's a healer. So you need to just, if you got a plan, something you want to do, just stick through it. But I'm actually in a better place. If this was 2 months ago, I would have been here, probably explaining this, explaining that, but nah, like, now things are picking up, and yeah, man, I'm actually happy. Obviously, we can always complain, who's gonna listen, but but the point is, like, yeah, like, no, I'm in a better place.
Don't downplay that though, because is it this week is Men's Mental Health Week as well?
Or the month. Yeah, I think it's the month. Yeah.
Men's Mental Health Month. So don't downplay that aspect. That's one thing I always try to encourage in my friendship groups is, like, even if you don't want to speak publicly or out loud, at least tell one of the man them.
Yeah,
at least always tell one of the man them, like, yo, this is it. And so someone knows that someone's able to check up on you. Like, obviously it's harder for us men, us black men especially, the way we've grown up in terms of just projecting that kind of information, innit? But bro, life's too stressful, man. Share the pain and everyone go through it together.
Yeah. So I've come to understand that, honestly, like, I feel like as men to champion what you're saying, like, with you know, by the way, I'm a father, you know, like, I'm not with the mum, but yeah, like, I have a son, and let's just say it hasn't been the smoothest, but definitely I've learned that us as men, we don't speak up. I think in my own life, I've always been an expressive person. Yeah. So I think the music was my vent, regardless. Yeah. So whether the man them were talking to me, now go and write some raps.
On the pen.
Yeah,
the
do you know what I mean?
That should get out of job.
Exactly. But then you start realizing, nah, when we get older, like, actually, nah, there's other men who don't even speaking, like, what they're feeling. Like, even to your friend that you've known for all these years and time, like, so, no, you're right. Like, it's good to encourage, and these days, if I see men being vulnerable, crying, and I hear anybody, look at this guy, no, we don't do that here. Let him cry if he wants to cry, and there's nothing wrong with crying. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, if you're crying because the tea spilt, you're crying because, and I know it's a sports podcast, but I don't care. I'm gonna say it. I don't want to see any man crying over a football game that you lost it. Nah, I'm not hearing that.
Are you man attack him?
I'm not hearing that.
What the Aka didn't hit?
Yeah, I'm not hearing that.
It was one minute away from 10 bags.
What about the parlays? Trust me.
Hey, them parlays be hitting $250,000.
Okay, fair enough. But then maybe you're crying about that. Well, not you're crying that, okay, you don't have no.
Some people are invested, you know.
Yeah, but okay, let's just say if you're invested, at least be invested where maybe there's business. Maybe there's financial.
Yeah, but you're saying that you're not in a rude way, you're not a real sports fan.
I know. I know.
You got to remember that we've loved our football clubs or loved our sports teams longer than we've loved anything else.
Okay.
So then you have to understand the relationship.
Like, us, football to us is music to you.
It's like the first love we've had.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Let me just maybe ask more of a.
He's affecting my mental health.
Let me more think of it like, all right, if whoever you support, fine. Okay, they're not at the Prem. They're playing a friendly game.
I don't give a dash.
Yeah.
I couldn't
Cool,
care less.
cool. But then, fine. That's kind of what I mean. I feel like for some men, you know, I don't know about the ladies, but for some men,
No, the ladies are there with their
They're there.
football, bro. Trust.
no, I just mean it more. I haven't seen them be emotional or lash out. Like some of the things
It's because you don't go to games. You will see them, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
They're
Yeah, I
front
don't
line.
know.
Side by side.
It's life or death for some people. I was at Fulham Wolves on the weekend, and in my head, why you're a Wolves fan, why you're a Fulham fan. That's what I think. But these people are dying for their football club. As in,
Yeah, bro.
They're there crying, cussing everything. But you know what? They'll be back there next week.
Yeah.
They're crying, screaming at the manager, screaming at the players. The man screaming at his kids at the game. But he'll be back next week.
No, you're
Because
wild-
he-
you're wild
he
for that.
loves
You
it.
need to- a lot of football on the weekends in general is people's thing to look forward to. So it could be a home game, away game. It's their day out. Like if you go to a football game, you realize how much time it consumes from your day. If you're traveling to a game, like we've gone to watch Jacob in Coventry, bro. We didn't get home until after midnight.
Oh, good.
And then you driving back, bro. It was
Stopped
an
for
evening
four
game.
dominoes. Then we hit the M way.
Literally, that was it, bro. Like the away games, bro, it's a day out for people. Like,
Right.
and it takes a lot. Like
It takes a lot
it
still.
takes a lot.
Because remember, it's time and money. And think about it, yeah, like imagine you've been grinding all week. You've probably spent like 250, 3 bills for this day. For your team to just do some nonsense.
Remember, yeah.
What?
Take into account. Take into account. Train fares are not cheap in this country.
Expensive, man.
Like,
Okay.
tickets for games are fairly reasonable away, for instance. But if Arsenal's playing Newcastle 12:30 kickoff, the Arsenal fans likely to go to travel to Newcastle on a
Friday
Friday
night.
night. So that's them paying for
Okay,
accommodation.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like,
For your team to just go and do nonsense.
bro,
Okay, okay, let me put in perspective, because I still feel like, I understand if there's a magnitude.
yeah, you're
Fair
not
enough.
crying just for one normal league game.
But maybe from the experience that I'm getting, some guys I'm speaking to who are talking very general, bro, what do you mean? And they're on a vibe of like, nah, I'm going home to my girl, and nah, she's gonna get it.
I understand. I hear the get.
Yeah.
We
I
understand- we
don't know
understand
what
the
get is. Sorry, let me clarify. I don't mean get like, oh, he's gonna beat her, but the way they're talking is like, no, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, I'm just gonna be pissed in the house.
Weekend round.
Yeah, and it's almost as if, in my mind, I'm just more like, okay, the equivalent maybe in the music would be like, I don't know, like my favorite artist is they're being denounced. They can't put out the music the way, I don't know, like I don't know what would be the difference, but I understand the emotional side, 100%. I just mean it more like, well, why are you taking it out on your family?
I'm trying to work out how to compare an artist to an actual player. Because I'm trying to work out
That's hard, man.
when I've cried on the football pitch, which is twice in my life, compared to what moments you would have cried in. So what moments would you have cried in? So the times I cried on the football pitch is we beat Ipswich. We beat Ipswich. What was it? Last
Who's we, sorry?
2 years ago.
2 years ago when I was playing for Maidstone.
Okay.
So in the FA Cup.
In the FA Cup, we beat Ipswich.
Okay.
But the reason I cried is because everything came back to me from being young, all the sacrifices everyone that was there had made for me, basically.
Okay.
And it was like the first time my grandma ever watched my game and that sort of stuff. So,
Wait. You're talking about you playing?
yes.
Yep.
But that's what I'm trying to equate
Okay,
it to you,
okay,
with
okay,
music.
okay, I get what you're
so
saying.
That's when I cried. So what would be the moment you cry in music? And then you can equate it to the fans' version of that. Because then
Right.
the history behind that is why all the Maidstone fans were crying.
Right. Okay.
Not even you necessarily crying, just you being hella emotional in a music time and you're.
Okay, probably when there was. Okay, I haven't been emotional like at something like with the public, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to think. Not that I remember. One time I had a headline show in Hoxton, and I remember like, for some reason. Anyways, people don't know this, but I made a song called "You Got Boyed" way back in the day. I'm sure I know you two know. I don't know if Jacob knows, but yeah. And I don't know why. Maybe I was being a bit like, I don't know. I wouldn't really tell people. I'll do a show and just do all new material and move forward. And I remember that show. They was like, no, what? You're not gonna what? They probably like called me back. Nah, dude, you got boyed. Like, da, da, da. And I remember the feeling when I did it. And I was like, wow, right? Like people people are reacting to this, even though that's probably the only thing they know me for. But that was the one time where I felt like, when I watched the footage back, not on stage, when I was watching it back, it got me teary because I was like, the energy, like, and, you know, the feeling about it. So, I don't know, maybe on that scale, but I don't know. And then also sometimes certain songs, I've just heard a certain type of song and I'm just like, wow. Like, it's just caught me. Like, I think one of the first times I heard, Usher at Michael Jackson's funeral, I'll never forget when he sang Just Too Soon and he touched the casket, I felt like, ooh, like that was like tears running down my eyes. So.
But nothing's made you get emotional to the point where football fans, emotional, as in like it pains you.
Yeah. But I know, but like, not to, you know, like back in the day, like man used to ball, like shout out to Bethwin, shout out to Bethwin, you know, and it was more like an ends thing. Everybody who, you know, was from around here would go to Tooting Beck, play every Saturday, do whatever, and I do know that side. So I know I'm genuinely like novelist or
Novice.
Huh?
Novice?
Yeah, novice when you don't know anything about it. But I don't know. Maybe I've met too many men where it's just like, or maybe these are just bad guys. But the stuff that they tell, no, because that's the truth. I don't know. The stuff that they say, nah, I'm just like, there's no way. If I was your girl, what? I'm leaving that. No, come on. They say, no, I'm getting home. No, if Man U lose today, yeah, bruv, man's on a mad one. Like, what? Come on, man. You know, I'm not talking about you guys are civil, you guys got you got your understanding, but we know some characters, what they do and how they feel, you know?
No, don't get me wrong, like, it could be a peak game where it's completely ruined my mood, like, but I felt like I was always quite level-headed as a football fan, but I do understand why some fans, not to that extent, but will be like pissed for the whole weekend or something like that, bro. Because you then think, oh shit, I'm going back to reality, back to work on Monday, for instance.
Yeah.
Like, even on the weekend, yeah, obviously it was my birthday, and then one of the mandem in my United chat, they were like, oh, we only drew, but they were like, United didn't get the result for you. Then I was like, hopefully tonight, my NFL team, the Chiefs, they were playing Deji's team, the Bills. I said the Chiefs will do the business and they'll lift it back normal. Do you know what I mean?
He's a liar.
For us, because we're big NFL fans as well, we got two things that will spoil our weekend. So our football team and NFL team.
Man. Oh no.
And then his team, they beat my team and it was fairly convincing. But because it was my birthday, I was like, I could take that L in it, and I'll see Pedro and I'll see him, man. If we got to fight, so what? You get it? Like, nah, it's just like that, man. It's just you can think, oh yeah, like we even say in the United chat, the boys are NFL fans. If both our teams lose that week, yeah, like fucking hell, gotta wait another week.
Just so I'm clear, because me, I don't want the football energy onto me and whatever. I'm just more talking about kind of like the hooliganism.
I think that's your perception of what football's perceived to be. I think back in the day is still how you probably think it is now.
Probably.
I think that's what it is more so.
And you know what it is? Maybe for a certain extent, yeah, I've always felt like I wasn't the sports guy growing up. So yes, it was like, and obviously with, I don't know, the stuff I said to you, like most black boys, I would feel like that's like the promotion of what we see we want to be. Artist, footballer, trapper, and all this other stuff. And
Use trapper as a career.
hey, well, yeah, we know some men.
The man them are doing it.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
Some of them are good.
So for me, I think it was always a case of like,
No, bro, some of them are good. But alright, yeah.
no, we know, because I used to work in the financial industry, and you start realizing the mental, like the mindset. If you have a certain mindset, you bring it into business, it's like a wow. But I think for me, just on the football thing, it was just more, I used to always see it like, why is it that in music, hold up, you won't let gigs go and perform in central London, but you'll have all these men go football, smash, no, they'll go to another country, smash that country up. Like I said, we know that was back in the day, because I don't know if it happens now.
It still happens.
Okay,
now.
cool. And that's all I was feeling. Obviously, and I know on a political stance, it's more obvious it's white, just majority white people doing it or whatever. But that's my little feeling about it. Like, I know people can go mad in there, and I just felt like when it comes to football, I feel like it's a different. Like football's just different. Like, people just you cannot talk about that. Like it's just whatever. So that's all I wanted to throw in there. I don't think anyone here is going home to go and mess up their family, but we know the Tommy Robinson, Ati, some of the Donnies up there.
Yeah, that's what
You know what they're on for the weekend. Like, and yeah, like that's, sorry, that I'm just, keeping it 100. Anyways.
No, I hear it.
Yeah.
I understand why you perceive, like, say, the hooligan
But not everybody.
fans like that. So, yeah. Obviously, it still happens. It still happens today at club level, at national level, where police will have to, like, watch out for certain things. It's like, for instance, if the last couple of years, Man United, Man City have met in the FA Cup, they can't do a 3 o'clock kickoff because the police have to plan how they're going to police the fans from Manchester coming down from London. So that's always been a constant. Usually the kickoff will be around 3 o'clock. But if them two are facing each other, it will never be at that time, from what I recall. So
It's also why certain games are scheduled in London completely differently.
yeah,
Because they're not enough police to police the areas.
Hey, wow.
So you might have to play away. That's why you have to always mix and match where the games are being played. Just because.
Wow.
Not even just rivalries, just because fans are, drinking, you never know what can happen. People, it's better to not mix than mix.
Yeah. And I guess maybe it's the money. Like, there's a lot. People love football. So
Yeah.
if the money's flowing and people are happy.
mate, money talks, bro.
Yeah, man.
And
It
football
really does.
generates too much, especially in the men's
Yeah.
game. It generates too much money, not only in this country, in Europe, across the world. Like, football is the #1 sport in the world.
Yeah.
It will always be like that. Sorry to our American followers that may think it's NFL or NBA. It's
Not sorry at all, man.
it's not.
They
It's
understand
just the
it's
facts.
not big.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
but-
when you look across, and I think it's, one guy was telling me, I don't know if you guys have this view as well, but it was more saying he thinks football's more accessible.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you can just have a ball and play.
It's literally
Whereas-
that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, when I used to come to you lot, Sarah, when I was younger, it was literally, you lot will come to mine, it's the cage. It's the
Yep,
grass in
yep,
front of
yep,
my
yep.
house. As long as there's a football, we're putting a hoodie down as the goalpost.
And getting it
and
cracking.
that's it, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's it. So literally, it's a working class sport. And it's just
Yeah.
very much accessible in that sense. So,
I wouldn't say so anymore, really, but
I mean,
if
it's,
you want to be good, it's not a working class sport.
It's been streamlined and it's been, cause lower down, there's more money in it now, innit?
Yeah.
Because people know how to do it properly now. It's like maybe going back to if our parents now, no, if you lot wanted to be like an F1 driver now, your parents might not know how to do it.
Yeah, you have to.
But let's say if there was more black drivers after Hamilton, there would have been a process as to how we could move about in the industry. Same with football now. People know how to move about in the industry, so it's kind of like streamlined to the point where if you're not doing this, then they're not going to give you time of day.
Yeah.
no, but it's still, I hear what you're saying.
But obviously the grassroots
football's
bit is still-
yeah, because of grassroots, it's still literally a working class sport. It could be on the weekend. Any scout could go to any shooting, but any grass form of level pitches, and easily scout someone for them to a kid to go up through the ranks.
But to be good.
Yeah,
But when I say to be good, as in like academy level now, I don't know if that's the case anymore.
no, they are, bro. I went to watch my nephew when I was up in Manny, and how he's got scouted to be training with these clubs. He's only just turned 7. He's training with 4 Premier League clubs.
But this is what I
3
just
Premier League
see what
clubs,
you just said there.
and that's just from.
See what you just said there. He's training with 4 Premier League clubs.
Yeah, but I'm saying how it started.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is to be good.
How did it start?
Yeah.
From his
How young-
basically Bethwin.
Yeah, but to
If
be
I'm comparing it
to
like
be
that.
good, to be good. Obviously, I got a brother that's at Chelsea.
Okay.
Yeah. So to be good, you can't be doing the working class version. Essentially, you gotta be doing so much more. You're basically a full-time footballer by the time
No,
you're
no, but
9.
I'm talking about for you to kick off. In other sports, the wealthier sports, you have to be wealthy for you to even get a chance.
But that's the way
For
football's
football,
going
you
now.
don't have to be at all.
No, that's the way football's going that way though.
It might be going like that, but there's still enough at grassroots
You need,
level.
Joe. You need to. I'll be honest. Right now, yeah, you need to be training every single day outside of your football club. PTs, strength and conditioning coaches, 7, 8 years old. This is what's happening.
No, no,
To-
I'm not dismissing that.
People are missing school.
But
for this.
I'm saying the way you get scouted, you can't, like, say golf, you can't just get scouted on the green. Do you know what I mean?
But you have to be on the
I
group.
hear it though. I hear what you're
You
saying.
can't, like,
But
my nephew is training with these clubs. My sister and her husband, they don't watch football in the slightest. It's just, he just started liking football, take him to any local team, just kick ball.
I will say though, you know, in London, yeah, it's harder in London to get scouted only because like, I feel like the scouts, and this is now talking from experience now because of what I previously did, yeah, it's like they're just lazy, fam. Like they don't want to come out, yeah, to like grassroots games. Other academy scouts would rather go watch other academy games than come to like our showcase events. And that was jarring.
But why?
But because they always come with this notion, like they need to be academy ready. Bro, this is grassroots. Are you talking about academy ready and they're like 10?
But because what I'm telling
And
you,
it's so jarring.
what's going on from like 7 to 10 years old is these people are putting in work that you wouldn't even believe. When I
Yeah.
say missing school, I was somewhere the other day and people were 7, 8, 9-year-olds were in this place Wednesday afternoon when you should be in school. You're there training, doing strength and conditioning. I'm thinking, why are they not in school? The coach said to me, their parents take them out. This is what they want to do. This is what you have to do now to get to the top.
Wow.
So that's what I'm saying is leaving working class and going to a place where it's not been before. Everyone can play the sport, but to make it, you have to be invested in the sport.
Yeah. Well, I hear what you're saying. I just think traditionally it's still at the level
Yeah, it's
where
still a
it's still a
grassroots
working
thing.
class.
Yeah.
For you to just get your foot in the door, the rest is obviously up to the extras and all that stuff. And that's when more of the financials seem to come into play. So I definitely get that point. Because for instance, in America, football, soccer is known as an expensive sport. So yeah, which is interesting. But the first topic we're gonna actually touch upon, I don't know if we're like 20 minutes in or so, is can we, and it might cause, for our viewers or listeners, it's not for it to cause controversy, but a lot of things are currently in the limelight at the moment, and we just thought this might be a good question to ask, is can we actually separate the artist from the person? And that was something that you sent to us, and I was like, okay. So obviously, if people want to name their artists that have been controversial, whether it's currently now or that have something on their name, etc., in the past,
Wait, want me to begin?
more than welcome. Can you separate the artist from the person?
Yes.
Me personally, I think it depends on how big, how invested you are in that artist. Because I can separate, I can't separate R. Kelly from what he's done. But you see, Michael Jackson, yeah, I can kind of give a leeway in it into the allegations and to the music.
Why
But
though?
for someone like,
The diddler.
yeah, so for someone like him now,
You don't know, we called him the diddler.
yeah, the diddler, man, he just fiddles with stuff, man.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
Do you know? I never thought about him, you know.
I think it's because it is still
Because he's a producer, not so much. Even though we know he's an artist, but his songs.
Because I
is
can
not so much
easily,
thing, yeah.
I can easily cancel him as an artist.
Yeah,
Easy.
yeah.
But as a producer, it's a bit hard.
Exactly.
Because of Biggie.
Exactly. Everything, even
Yeah,
Biggie,
yeah.
Mary, 112,
Like Faith.
Like all the,
everybody.
So,
the producer part is a long way. It's too long.
so I wouldn't separate that, but for me, I wasn't putting much stock into. I didn't care about them lot. I don't really care about their lives like
Their
that.
personal life.
Yeah.
So your answer is yes, then you can.
Up to a point. Like R. Kelly's, like I can't even listen to Ignition, bro.
Yeah, but that means you weren't invested. Because me, I can separate the artist from the
Yeah,
art.
but-
I've been doing it. I've been doing it.
Do you know, I can do it as well, just not all the time. Yeah, that's just what it is, just not all the time.
You know what? I kind of piggyback off what you said. I think first of all, I think you can separate the artist and the person because that is the entity anyways. Like all these artists, they put on a persona when they go to the studio. Even whether it's real, fake or whatever, it's still a character.
Right.
Beyonce wants to do Sasha Fierce. Why? Because Sasha Fierce probably can say certain things that she feels,
Beyonce can't.
yeah, her normal self can't say. Lady Gaga literally makes that whole thing is like a character.
Right.
You know, wearing meat. You don't wear meat. You know, these are artists. But I think that the thing is basically how emotionally invested are you personally. Now, someone like R. Kelly, for me, like, I don't care, I'll say my age, my birthday's coming up, I'm 36, and growing up, he's too molded in everything. I remember I Believe I Can Fly, coming out in primary school, we were singing it as a choir. Like, it's serious moments, like, do you get what I'm saying? So,
True though.
emotionally, in my mind, I can't just
It's funny,
toss it.
on that random, your primary school, I don't know if you remember, they used to host a lot of the South London schools when they're joining up to do choirs to eventually
Oh, really?
quite big halls.
Oh, look at that.
I had to go to a school before performing at was it Albert Hall or Queen Elizabeth Hall? But yeah, it was
Wow, look at that,
Where's your
look at
school?
that.
Where was that school?
Brunswick.
Where's that?
Campbell.
In Camberwell, yeah.
wow.
But it's more for the Camberwell people that would know. But like, I don't know. Like, I always see it as, and maybe because I do music as well, I've always understood that, nah, come on, you cannot take their personal life and then make it, you know, their whole, I don't know, objective. But I get it, especially when rappers, maybe not so much singers, but rappers like, I'm real. Sometimes it's harder because I'm like, it's the way the realism comes in rap is like, they're supposed to be saying their real lives, or not supposed to be, but they give that impression that everything I say is real and true. So then now, hold up, we go back and listen to what you're saying, everything is true. Oh gosh, the energy just doesn't feel right. But I don't know, I actually think for singers, maybe because singing a melody is just beautiful and whatever, like, you don't know what I could be a rapist, but when I start singing, I'm capturing your hearts and whatever. So I do feel that you can separate them, but I feel whether it's TikTok and this cancel culture, it doesn't make sense. Like, I feel like it's too like frivolous. It's like, as soon as you hear something, everyone's like, yeah, forget this guy and da-da-da-da-da. Then we'll be listening to the music 2 years later, or like maybe they come out and say something to champion themselves. Like, I'm just gonna say this myself, like someone like Dutchavelli is like this kind of middle ground where the evidence seems like that's what you did, but there is no police report.
Right.
The mother is kind of on his side.
Yeah.
And that is not me personally, I don't even rate all of that. I still feel like no matter what happened, why are you talking to this 14-year-old?
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah.
That's just me. But that's the little leeway where like, I get it with him.
It depends on the crime, basically.
Yes. On what they do. I even think how long we find out whatever's been going on. Like, and again, I will say this, like, if the situation gets, like, I feel like that's just a different type of thing. It's not even a street thing. It's not about money.
Nope.
Like, that to me, you can't separate it
Yeah,
because of
bro.
what we see.
It's just, that's an instant, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
but
you know what I'm saying?
it don't mean you don't need to cancel him. He's just got a pen.
Yeah, I think, yeah, what will, yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
What I will say is,
He got a pen,
I don't
he
think
done the
he'll,
crime. He does the time.
yeah, I don't think he'll stop me listening to him, but I'll be so honest. It's like, it feeds way too much and like, that's how I'm thinking about his mental.
The thing with his one though is the stuff that started to come out after.
Yeah.
That's what makes it more peak, like, in the sense that, bro, like, don't get me wrong, like, anyone can have that kind of accident. It literally touch wood, it happens to no one that none of us or no one we know. But it was the aftermath. Like, I remember in one of my group chats, one of the men just said, bro, like, it's just as straight. You just have to get out your car, be there, you pray, and you have to eat whatever's coming to you. Like, but it was the aftermath of what you hearing, that the guy that supposedly went to the courthouse, and him saying that when feds got to his house, they saw that the car wasn't even on his drive.
Yeah.
He's basically parked it off, and he's basically tried to say it was an accident from hitting another car or something like that. It's like,
No, he actually had a collision before he hit this guy.
Oh, swear.
Yeah.
Okay. See, like,
But that's the only thing he said.
right.
He didn't say hit the guy. He only had the collision.
Yeah,
And then
so
parked the
yeah,
car far away,
mix
yeah.
that part up. Yeah,
Look at
but
that.
in terms of like, bro, you've further tried to extend, not even extend the lie, because it didn't even start off as lie. You've now made it a lie in that situation, and it's like, feck, like, yeah, this is really dark. It's a proper dark situation, and that's why I feel like, I think we're all guilty of it. No matter who it is, by default, our moral compass is gonna go up and down for whoever we like
100%.
and who we don't like.
Yeah,
Like
I agree.
we're all hypocrites in that situation. But like for me, that just the extra information, the chain of events, it just got dark, and I'm like, yeah. That's
The Gets one's interesting because obviously he's a rapper, and what he raps about is like, well, now I'd say actually he's changed his rap style, and he's leaning towards a place of more godly and that sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
just
spiritual.
making
Yeah.
more generic music.
Yeah, but what he raps about now you can't go and do what you did, basically.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Because everything's a contradiction.
I even think you hit the nail on the head with that, because let's just say it was ghetto, like back in the day when he was
Yeah.
you're like, okay, yeah, whatever.
Makes
But
sense.
now this guy changed his life, and he has this spiritual energy that he puts in the music. That he's always like, yeah, he's rapping, he's saying this, he's talking about God, and a part of me still can't fathom. Like, I don't understand how. I just don't get it. And we're not talking about someone who's 30, he's 41. Like,
Or even 30, bro.
yeah, that, it just doesn't make sense.
You're more than old enough, bro. You're a grown man. Like,
But to answer that question, I personally, it might just be, maybe I'm just not a person that was on his music all the way. I'll probably say I listen to more of his newer catalogue than the older.
that was me.
Yeah.
Cause I didn't listen to the Ghetto Day. Like,
Yeah.
it was only the last couple of years I really started to listen to him because he was a couple of my friends' favorite artists, like, and everything. And I was like, do you know what? And like I said, the music became a bit more, not more mainstream, but I just thought,
a bit more mature.
Yeah.
You understand it more.
yeah,
It
yeah,
relates to
that's
you.
probably
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
was, yeah.
And he was saying, I think there was a song he had called Double Standard.
Yes.
And I remember,
Rapper.
yes.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, wow, like when I first heard it, I was like, you know what, Gets? Thank you. Like,
Yeah.
what you're saying on here is real life. Like, do you get what I'm saying? But
Look at that now.
yeah.
Think about what he's saying in that song now, and then look at what you've done.
I mean,
Is that not
happens,
double
man.
standard itself?
This is it.
you want your artists to live their raps, innit?
Yeah, but
That's not living your rap, bro.
Yeah. That isn't actually living your rap. That's just something crazy.
differently.
'Cause
That's
video,
a normal real life event.
Yeah.
As bad as it sounds, it's a normal real life event.
which all of them are.
Yeah. No, but in terms of the
Anyone
people
can
that
do what-
live your
yeah,
raps,
yeah.
that's you
Yeah.
proving your bars.
Yeah.
if anything, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because with singers, as you said earlier, and I want to piggyback off it, some singers don't even write their songs. A lot of
Exactly.
them don't write their songs.
Just true.
Just got the voice.
So you're just listening to what someone else has written down. So that's
Listen
why
to
you
someone
can,
else's pain, innit?
Yeah, you could literally separate anything for them. Because I'm similar to you. R. Kelly is kind of what I grew up on, listening to all that type
Bro,
of stuff.
our parents were playing his music when we were kids. I still remember
I was stepping in the name of love all the time.
when we're going to hall
Big
parties.
tune though.
Back in the day, that's what we're hearing. It was on the his music was on the radio
And
galore,
all-
so it's even harder.
all the little errors, especially the way his career was like, he did like a Madonna, like he kept reinventing himself.
Right.
Remember the whole Asian,
Yeah.
toing,
Yeah.
the snake and the,
He's done everything.
yeah, he's made a lot of great music.
Yeah, but I can separate R&B artists. And it's probably because I'm investing more in them and I'm investing in rap artists.
Yeah.
That's probably the reason why. Because the
Same.
situation with like Dutch Velli, it's like, I didn't really listen to you before, so don't care to listen to you.
yeah.
But
right.
at that time, Dutch Velli was smoking hot UK wise.
Listen, let me throw my hands in the air. I loved him.
I swear you got a song called Hands in the Air.
No. That's the what's it called?
Also, one of your.
No. It's a Channel U song.
I'm trying shit, yeah.
Oh, this guy.
I was thinking of Channel U, yeah. It's one of those songs.
But
sorry.
P2J did that beat.
P2J, that's
By the way, like he's legend. Like for anyone that doesn't know, he produced Wizkid and all these other people now. But that's where he started from, grime, straight grime. But yeah, like, no, Dutch, I remember his energy that he was picking up on. I think if they'd let him go, he was gonna be international.
Oh, I think
Because
Yeah.
the numbers, the way everything was
He had the UK
driving,
at a chokehold, bro.
and his music had that balance where he was doing that drill, but you can tell he was trying to bring in like
I know
there
what
was
you're
a
saying,
sincerity that he had in his music, which I liked. But then I don't know, I feel like all the artists do this now. They'll just like do something and you're just thinking, but I still, okay, even if you're not lying, why are you doing this? Like, this type of behavior doesn't correlate. Like, why are we talking to the young girls?
Yeah.
And
My thing is, why can you not learn from someone else's experiences? Like, why is it always them that has to go through? You see it. It's been happening in the music industry. You see it. Why do you not have to go and do the same thing to have the same result? Did you not learn from the 50 people that did it before you?
Yeah.
And also, why are you speaking to a 14-year-old? That's really the main thing.
Yeah.
Like, what do you have to do with kids?
Yeah, that's crazy. So,
And I think I'm just very much a person, like now I work at a college and like you dealing, I haven't dealt with young people this closely for, I don't know, years, like, apart from actually, I don't know, cousins and everyone in my family. But you start realizing, I feel as an adult, especially as a man, and I use this word with my boys, whatever, I will say credible men, And when I say credible men, this is me talking about men who are not trying, but they're honorable, they're doing the right thing. We're not perfect, but the idea is every day I'm just trying to get up and do the right thing, like, do you know what I mean? And whether or not other people might see it as whether they think you're attractive or whatever, all these things, I feel like you as the man have to be in control of that. So imagine now, I'm who I am, this 14-year-old girl, okay, cool, she doesn't look 14. Okay, cool, she doesn't act 14, but what does it mean?
She's 14.
Yeah, I'm now gonna even feed into a little bit of the energy. Nah, like, to me, some of the young ones, even I'm on the bus, listen, I'm an uncle to you. You hear me? I'm an uncle to you. I don't care.
bro,
Like,
it's real life, man.
even if it's like, there's a little bit of no, because the other side of the conversation, whereas, okay, let's say now I'm saying that, oh, guys, imagine before I came here, man, I was walking down the street, man, this 14-year-old girl, she came up to me and, obviously she's 14, but, she looked really good. And
It just sounds ridiculous.
That would
Exactly.
be so mad.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And to me, more men, we need to be wary of that, especially with all the things that we see with Victoria, Everest, and what people say. Even with my own experience, I always say for men, like, it's down to you. This is gonna be your plight. Like, no one's ever gonna feel sorry for you.
No.
That's where the issue is. Even if you say, but what about, there's no but. They're not gonna give you a but. You're just gonna be, and that's it.
No, you're not
Yeah,
right.
so stay away. You might as well, like, do it from now.
Prevention's better than cure, innit?
Thank you.
Yeah, it's quite simple.
Yeah, and exactly what you're saying. I think of the amount of guys I've seen, I'm like, you man aren't shook enough. If you see this girl, close your eyes, bro. Turn away. In fact, cross the street.
Do you know what? I'm scared to pull up sometimes, There could be people, just women, they don't matter what age. My house is there. I'm scared to pull up next to them because they think I'm going to do something. Even I'm getting out of my car. So I wait for them to, I'll slowly crawl there,
Yep.
wait for them to get far down the road, pull in, and then get out of my car. Just because I don't know what they're thinking.
Yep.
But that's what women are doing when they're scared to walk the streets. That's what men have to do the same thing. We have to all be the same way.
And that's why I use that word credible men. Now, I'm happy you said that story. In uni, I remember when I was doing my dissertation, like, I studied music industry management, and it was more of a business economics class I was in. And I'll never forget the teacher saying stuff about, like, I think what they were trying to find out, men and women's consumer habits, like how we buy things. And he was just saying, women's consumer habits are so different from men. But then he had this one point about walking down the street, and he was saying how, separate from his research, he's found that there's some men who literally, like, if they see a woman walking towards them, or I might be walking and there's a woman in front, I'm gonna do two things. Either I'm gonna speed very fast and go way past her.
Yes.
In my mind, it's like, and this might be, I don't know, conditioning, being black, being from men's. I don't want, you can never say, I came near you. You can never say, oh, this guy crept up. Nah, like you were walking over here, I was walking like this, I went like this.
Bro, it's so funny you said that. I literally, a couple days ago, I remember, like, the path just got narrow, and I was like, I have to get to this point before this moment, and just have to power walk past her. It was just a natural thing.
Because of how you're it's
Yeah,
a condition,
yeah.
I think. But I think it's us understanding.
Like, I'll happily go around the tree, bro. Step into the road a little bit. Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
cross the road and say, I'm not here to hurt.
Exactly. You can never put me in there
Yeah.
when I was well
facts, bro.
away, you know? And that's the kind of stuff I mean when I'm just saying like credible men. Like just there's other men who, and to be fair, some men might say, like, but why? Which is I'm not saying that I agree, but I can get why they're saying like, oh, but why are you doing all this mental trickery because of this woman? But that's the kind of difference that I mean, where guys are credible, where I'm actually thinking long term.
Yeah.
No matter what, I don't want the little leeway. Oh yeah, well you looked at me funny.
Yeah.
I remember having a job. One lady said my tone of voice was aggressive.
See?
And I was just like, what? Even the manager had to say, this guy. Like, are you sure? She was like, and then you know, like when they're asking her, she's like, well, I don't know, maybe not aggressive, but what are you trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, do you get what I'm saying? So from all of that, nah, I don't want no qualms, please.
I say to people, know your surroundings or try and assess it as soon as possible. I feel like that's one thing I always try to do. Like, I'll be a slow burner to get to know people, but my friends know it's because I'm assessing my surroundings. I'm assessing people, bro. I'm like, all right, cool, I'll feel more comfortable and I'll show you more of myself in that sense.
You jump head first into something, and that's
Yeah.
she's the last person you saw. Now you're the one getting the blame because she's just the last person you saw.
Yep. And
It
listen,
was him. What do you mean it was me? I was at my house.
and the worst bit is stuff like that. I don't know. I think even on the flip side, we as men will obviously naturally probably take a woman's word for it, because whether it's the protecting thing in us, like, I don't know. Like, I try my best now, like, honestly, with everything I've ever been through, I try my best now to see as all sides. So generally, like, of course, a woman in my family comes to me and tells me, this guy, that's probably my first thought. However, now I might be like, okay, no worries, but tell me, what did you do?
I'll
Like,
just say the full story.
yeah, because let's not say it like, you know, there's always three sides to the story.
Yeah.
But I'm still on your side, but I want that full context. Because sometimes some women know this. You know, like, listen, if I tell my cousin about this, if I tell my man this, he's gonna
A lot of people died like that. A load of people have died like that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
So I try to just be tactile and, you know, listen. All right, cool. So if that happened, now let me get the understanding. I'm not accusing you. I have to even begin like, I'm not accusing you, but I want to know, because
Oh, the amount of disclaimers you just have to naturally put is like you're saying, it's just being extra cautious. By default, now we're programming ourselves to be that way. And like, for good or for bad, bro, if I know it's gonna protect me or protect those around me, I'd say do it, bro. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, fully.
So, but all right. Just moving on to the next topic. It is, and it's something we kind of touched up on an episode a couple weeks ago, in terms of the AI aspects of music, but it's about, is music even enjoyable now? Like, are we actually listening to what people are saying? And I think it kind of goes back to another episode we done with guests in terms of our previous guests, in terms of how music is consumed. For instance, like, can you wait for an album to come out?
I can.
That question just come off the cuff.
Yeah.
But that one's for you, actually.
I can, because again, man's from the old school. Like, the times I'm coming from, they tell you the album is gonna drop, and you're guessing yourself up. Oh, I'm gonna come and tell you, oh yeah, do you know it's gonna come out on this day? And we go, you know what I mean? But
All right, you said earlier, I don't know if it was on camera, that you're a big Dave fan. How were you when you knew that album was dropping on that date?
I think for me, I'm one of these people, I don't like the hype. So when the song first drops, or I don't like, hey, everyone's listening to it, I'm almost like flip reverse. I'm like, you know what, all right, fine. In that regard, I'm gonna listen to it at my own time.
Yeah,
For
I'm
some
like
reason.
that as well.
Yeah, I don't want
like that.
you guys to influence the way I feel about this. I wanna hear it and genuinely be like, ooh, this song is nice, rather than, which I feel people do now, which maybe helps them sieve through it quicker. It'd be like, oh, what song do you like? Oh, I love Rain Dance. All right, cool. Boom. They'll go and play the album, go straight to Rain Dance.
But how were you feeling before the album came out?
Before the album came out, like, just so everyone knows this, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big Dave fan.
Yes.
I'm a big Dave fan. Yeah, like, I feel like in my career, there's too many things he's done. I'm like, wow, I used to think of that. Like, I remember saying to myself, a rapper playing the piano, I just don't see that enough. And this guy did it on the Brits. Like, he smashed it out. Like, I just love that. Or,
You're very creative. I used to say that to my cousin when we were younger. Like, you used to think of those kind of things outside the box. It just wasn't the norm to think of something like that then.
yeah, and I think, you know what? Obviously, music was so different in terms of, when I was out, like, I felt like to be different, to try and do something different wasn't as cool. Like, I feel like now it's whatever. You have rappers that sing, rappers that can talk about different things. But I even remember, like, cousin getting on to me, like, bro, like, oh, like, well, you're not gonna say more things for the ends. I'm like, look, the end, I'm already from there. Like, I wanna talk about, I wanna say other things, you know? I wanna let guys know, like, and even maybe I didn't have the word then. I know I keep saying credible men, but I really mean it as a thing. Like, I always knew that, but I'm not a road guy. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm from the ends, and I'm not silly. I'm not, I don't know, I wouldn't say I'm just so straight. I've never, like, there's a certain mentality that I've had to grow up with. There's certain family, friends that these people are my close people. What can we do? But I'm not of the hood.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? I understand that. And I always wanted to put that in my music. Mm-hmm. And I felt like Dave just, to a T. Even though maybe for him, he's a bit more road with his family and whatever, but those are the things I always wanted to bring in the music, bring out the musicality. Like, even when he did his first album, like, just the concept of it all, like psychodrama, like my first album, I wanted to call it The Mind of a Child.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I literally had the whole concept of, like, basically we're adults, but we think like kids, actually. Right. Like, we behave like kids. We do things that revert us back to kids. And anyways, yeah, man, without going too far, nah, he smashed it. And then the way he just progressed in his career, and the way he seemed like the perfect type of person. Anyway, let me take that back, because if we now go on there, let's just say,
rewind.
Let's just say, on perception, he was really coming across as a credible, relatable. You know, even when he did Black, I was like, yeah, it's over. Like, this guy, he understands himself. And yeah, so waiting for the album, I was there thinking, like, even from the title, I said, yeah, this guy's gonna do something different.
Yeah.
We're not, like, he's already a different guy, but what is the boy who played the harp? Like, even just as a concept, what's that? Yeah. But, you know, Dave is always gonna give you introspective, whatever. But I knew in my head, yeah, that the album is just, it's not gonna be what you think, you know? And even they're just asking me, like, what do I think of the album? And I had to be like, I don't necessarily think it's like his best work, but it's not rubbish.
Yeah.
It's really, I think it's more, if I had to give it any critique, I just felt like it's actually too deep. Like, not too deep is wrong, but just, he really dug deep. Like, some of the things he said, I'm like, wow.
So on another episode that you're going to see come out, one of our guests said he felt like the album was too mature.
See, you could say that. You could say that.
I'm not saying it's the same as your deep, but I feel like it somewhat correlates. So yeah.
That's not that. Maybe I'm just terminology, but that's how I felt. I'm like,
no, everyone's got their own.
Yeah, no, but even when I was listening to it, I was like, damn, some of the things they've said here, like, wow, like, this is really, you're not, like, this is not just going to the studio. Like, we can tell your mind map here. Even sometimes I felt like it was very sporadic, where it's like, he was talking about this on this song, he's talking about, chains and going here, then he's going back to, like, kind of flexing. Then he's talking about the God, and you can tell it's always about duality.
Yes.
Like Dave has a lot of duality in his music, where I feel duality is where most artists position themselves, where you still want to be a normal guy in society, but you have a conscience.
Right.
Like Nas will be doing songs like Project Windows, but then do songs like You Owe Me. You know, so to show you the duality, and that's why I feel like those types of artists always last. Tupac, he'll go and do I Get Around, but it'll give you changes. You know, so I think it's probably maybe I have to give it another listen and whatever. But yeah, that even the song with the Kano one.
Chapter 16.
I don't even know how he let Kano, like some of the stuff Kano was saying, I was like, what? Are you guys are really friends? Or I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just a lot.
Do you know on that, yeah? What I probably should have said when Claude, I'm gonna say his name, Claude, when Claude said the album's too mature, there's so much immature music out there.
Yeah.
It's probably right we get a mature album.
Yep.
Because you can go and listen to nonsense all day. And if you want to sit and listen to something mature, you can listen to Dave, you can listen to Nas, you can listen to Tupac, you can listen to J. Cole for some instances. Like, there's artists to listen to for that. So he's in that lane. So I wouldn't even say the album's too mature. I think if you want to listen to it for what it is.
Yeah.
And don't expect anything else. I think that's what we went into it doing. Let's expect something else and some, in the times we're living in, some beats and this and that. No, he wanted to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we came into it doing.
Even to go off what you're saying, yeah, like with Dave, yeah, you can't just expect like this fast kind of music from him. Anytime I listen to a project from him, I think, okay, where are you at now?
Right.
Because you know that he doesn't release every year. It's every couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 3 years from the previous one.
Bro, like you're not gonna get like a microwave kind of album in that space of time. If he done that kind of music, we'll all be disappointed.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because we're gonna say you waited 3 years for this, and this is what you done. So no, you ain't gonna get that.
Oh, he rushed.
Yeah.
And the 24-year-old you is not the 27-year-old you. The 27-year-old you is not the 30-year-old you. You can't rap about the same things you're rapping about 10, 7, 8 years ago.
Yes.
You know that.
Yes. But some people do.
Which is the
That's why
problem.
they don't evolve.
But
Yes.
my thing is, I want to know what people were expecting. Do you know what I mean?
From the album.
Yeah, like, because I feel like the people that I had that are disappointed, they had preconceptions
The central seating.
of
I
how,
think that's what they're thinking.
maybe because for me, I was
not the
saying
same.
on that episode, like,
They did the
I
job.
appreciate how talented Dave is. I think he's probably the most talented artist in the country, but he's never had replay value for me, album-wise. I can listen to him, I can enjoy it, but he's never had replay value. But with this album, the first time I listened to it, I think me and you spoke about it straight after. Me and Jacob spoke. I just said, oh, yeah. And then I think I was like, do you know what? Let me listen to it whilst I'm driving. And I felt like I consumed it better whilst I was driving, innit? And it's probably those kind of albums for me that I'm not going to listen to at home. I'm just going to listen to it in the car. And I'll enjoy it in the car, and that's it.
But you know what I will say with Dave? This is just me throwing it in there, because when people say that, I always think, but then do you not think, like, he's got a lot of party music? Like music, in terms of his catalogue, for the type of artist he is, there's at least 5 songs that are like these are location, no words.
Oh, no, those ones,
Like-
I thought by default, maybe again, it's how I consume music. Those I'm singles like that, I can just replay. Do you know what I mean?
But you mean that what? His day to day, like his album cuts
Yeah,
and
I
different things
just
he's doing, yeah.
can't. It's what's the one with Central C that come out a couple years ago?
Sprinter.
Bro, I was in Miami when that came out, and I heard it then. I said, Lord God, bro, we were spinning that every Uber journey we were going.
I can imagine.
Like, bang, bang, Sprinter, bro. But that's just me, innit? You get me? With whereas like Nux's album, Nux, I feel like I can listen to in most situations or scenarios that I'm at.
He has the
It could be at
replay
home,
value. Yeah.
It could be in the car. It could be walking. It could be on the way to work, even though I just left work. But like, it could be anywhere. Do you know what I mean? So that, yeah.
You know what? That's. I know. I'll go back to the question, but like, that's very interesting. I think I actually play Nux more, in terms of I just play that. What's his first album? The Alpha Place.
No, there's one before Alpha Place.
NRG is the first one.
Yeah.
Alpha Place
Okay. Sorry, I didn't even know that. Well, the Alpha Place album,
is crazy.
bro, like it's like from top to bottom, the replay value. There's certain songs. When I looked at my playlist last year, like the wrap up, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I've been backing this guy a lot. I feel like he's met that mesh where it's substance, but the music it's got flavor, and you know what I mean? There's a certain jazz-esque that he's got in his music. Yeah, like I really respect him. But I still feel like it's not like a Dave thing. Like Dave's one's just so drastic. Like I don't know what it is. I can't. Maybe I shouldn't be comparing the two.
No, I'm not comparing that one. I'm not comparing. I get what you mean in terms of the deep aspects, and it probably goes back to you, like what you're saying. You could tell he's put a lot of thought into that, just that particular track itself. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that's where I can then separate whether I 100% like it or whether I appreciate what he's doing. Do you know what I mean? And that would then make me want to listen to it again, because I feel like I have to appreciate what the madness he's put into this. Do you know what I mean? So that's where I can appreciate Dave getting on the deeper level, innit? But just for me, I've never had, like, in terms of his albums, never had replay value for me. Like,
Nah, I get
Dave's
you.
not that artist for me that I could just go back, I want to listen to someone, and I click Dave. Someone either has to tell me it or I have to hear something, and then I'll be like, all right, let me listen to other stuff.
So let me ask you this then. Considering obviously with the question, first of all, are you a fan of like those like revamped AI type of tracks? Like take a 50 Cent, Many Men, and make it like a 1960s Motown ballad? Like, do you like those AI remixes?
I thought it was interesting, but I don't think it's something that I could listen to and just have on. I don't think so.
If I heard it authentically without knowing, then I'd probably bang it. If I then found out after, it's because the AI episode we had, the AI artist Victoria Monet. I don't know if you've heard.
Xavier.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Zanya.
My head was spinning. I said, Victoria Monet, she's AI. Oh my gosh, she's
fully
spinning. I was like, what? Songs is there in AI?
Sorry, Zanya Monet.
Yeah.
When I think I heard the track first, and I was like, yo, this is all right. Then someone said, no, I think it might have been even a Shade Repost or something like that. Would you listen to her, or have you listened to her? Would it be a long-term thing?
Listen, I've seen her name. Is she connected to Timbaland in some way?
I don't know. I remember, I think I'll check it again, but I remember saying the writer who actually writes it's a woman that writes the lyrics and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because Zanya Monet signed to a record label and stuff.
Yeah, okay, see, watch this. I saw the image and I saw maybe it was Shade Bro, I can't remember, but all I remember is I saw AI artist signed for 3 million.
Yeah.
I said, what? In my mind, I kept thinking, isn't that like signing your dog? Like, oh, my dog's really cool and it's gone viral. Now, my dog has a record deal. Like, I don't get it. Like, but maybe, yeah, the woman, probably someone has control of it.
So Monet was created by 31-year-old Mississippi native poet and design studio owner Talisha Jones using ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. I'm there thinking something more advanced. So it's just created from ChatGPT.
Oh, she's obviously a writer herself, poet, but further developed it using ChatGPT, using Suno, sorry.
Me personally, put it this way, I'm not against the AI in terms of like, obviously, if you play a song, it clearly says it's AI, yeah, press play, cool. If it sounds good, it sounds good. However, I think it's more for the younger generation. I'm trying my best to make sure I instill in them that, look, see this music that you love, the ease of it all, you need to like understand the theories. You need to at least understand where it comes from. Even though I know some people, they might not care, like, oh, so what? One of my boys did this to me 3-4 years ago, and shout out to man like Leo, he knows who he is. He told me, he goes, oh, let's sample a song. So I'm like, cool. And he knows me, I pretty much like to play chords into my music. If I sample, I think in my mind I've told myself like I have to put something in there because I don't just I sampled it, add the drum
To
kit.
kind of give it your own.
Yeah, give it my
Little
own spin, my
Yeah.
own signature, and I feel like it makes it more musical anyways. So he knows that I'm good with the chords. So he basically was like, all right, cool, he wants to sample a specific song, and he's like, all right, cool, like, let's do it. So I'm there trying to work out the chords. He doesn't say nothing to me. He's like, forget that, watch this. He takes the song and he puts it into this program. And what it does that's different that I never saw, now it's common, but at the time it was so new. It tells you exactly what the chords are. So all you have to do is we call it MIDI in music. Like you take the MIDI and just add it on. So he can do that for any song. Right. And I was just like, so wait, but technically that means you didn't do anything. You put this into this system and it's giving this back to us. And basically the song is done. I said, so what's the point now me even adding anything? Like, it sounds great without me. But then he was like, he challenged me. He was like, yeah, but what's the difference from me sampling it? All right, cool. I use this tool to get there faster, but all right, if I did it and I played the bass in, I played the keys in, we're still sampling. We're still in that regard, it would be called interpolating. Yeah? Or, yeah, if we know the difference. But like, I had to like, I couldn't really argue with him because it was almost like sampling, but in a more advanced way.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I just don't like it. And it goes back to what you're saying. If you didn't tell me, let's say he just played the song, I'd be like, oh, this sounds cool, like whatever. But then now once I knew, it just ruined the moment, you know? So I understand that, if, not to say they should lie to us, but we have to find a way where we can just enjoy it for what it is, rather than it being, it's an AI song, it's totally AI, and we're just kind of barking on about that. But then, I don't know, that's so silly, because I'm saying all that, and then the other side is, some of the stuff I've seen, there's this new thing, it's not even Suno. So Suno, I know, is with Timbaland. I know, there's controversy, even though Timbaland's a great producer, this guy is, in the producer community, we're not feeling him. Because it's like, you, of all people, you're basically taking this AI train and you're driving it forward. But anyways, this is a mic. Yeah, it's literally, it just looks like a standard mic. But once you can beatbox into it, if I go, whatever, it will give back to me a whole full-on drum kit, like with snares and everything else. I can now say, and I wanna, I don't know how it works, but maybe you say it strings or whatever, it will have this whole concerto.
Wow.
Like, I saw this girl, she made this beat in like 3 minutes, and when you hear what she played back, it was magnificent. It was magnificent. Like, I can't deny it. So all I kept thinking about is, oh my gosh. So now, there's no need for a producer anymore. The same way they've done this in the producing world. The AI is eating up for all the singers. I can just go and press 2 buttons and get the vocal-esque of like a Aretha Franklin. But now we can have that for producing. Right. Somebody who doesn't know any music, as long as they got a bit of flair, boom, they'll go and put that in. The thing will even make it sound better, get the right type of sounds. Should we be scared?
Yeah.
Yes.
100%. 110%.
Because even like when we spoke about it that week, I think that day or the day before, someone played someone's Instagram story, and I was like, this song sounds kind of good. And so I just checked the artist, and it was an AI artist. Like, I can't remember the guy's name, but I was like, why am I not finding other songs for the? Then I delved further, and it was an AI thing, and I was like, rah.
That's scary.
Rah. But I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's the part I can't deny.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But it's because I didn't know the truth.
But okay.
That's way to put it.
One of my friends was asking this. They were like, he thinks in the next 2 years, you just won't even be able to tell. Or is there a way now that you think you can tell?
I don't think you'll be able to tell.
I don't think there's a way you can tell. No.
Nah, I don't think you'll be able to
It's gone.
No. But,
Yeah.
I think AI with human touch, it always helps.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about for other stuff, not music.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
AI with human touch helps for a lot of things, but I feel like music
me.
at the core should stay to the root of what it is.
Hmm.
Like the person should be creating it, and I'm understanding how the world's evolving and that sort of stuff. But if you're not musical, why are you sitting there taking away from the person that's actually good at this, just because you can hum or, as you said, beatbox into the mic?
Hmm.
But I think again, reverting back to that episode, you don't need to check it out. You made a good point of this, the lady, Talisha Jones, the poet and
She's
stuff
a
like that.
songwriter.
You were just saying maybe this is the only way she's known to express herself, for instance. Like maybe she's not a singer as well, but everything is, the pen game is incredible. Do you know what I mean? So,
But yeah, which is true. And then Dej said to me that songwriters still make a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I had a rebuttal that said, well, she wants it all for herself, which is what artists may want right now.
Yeah.
But
She's trying to 360 herself, man.
That's fine. Like, again, I always tell this to students and whatever, like, there's actually no such thing as a bad deal. To me, it's down to you. You sign what you think is right. Because in capitalism, technically, is it a bad deal because I'm giving you less? No, in your situation, this isn't good for you. But for somebody else, this so-called deal might be great. This works out for them. So I always think of it like it's what you decide to take from it. And in a way, I just try my best. Like, I'm with you guys. I'll be honest. Like, it scares me. Sometimes I just sit and think, I'm like, it's over. Like, how are we gonna really enjoy all of this? But then I do think about, okay, like for instance, you guys know, you heard of Beanie Siegel?
yeah.
yeah.
And you know, like, he lost his voice. Yeah, so for him, AI is like, oh my gosh, thank you.
Yeah.
AI he can go back and get the 90s voice that he's always had, and now he can still write the rhymes and make the music.
Yeah, but that's because we know the history of what he's done. And
Exactly.
everything,
And you've heard his voice.
Yeah.
True. And you obviously even have to program AI that, oh, go and listen to this and so forth. So, but I still see it as, for some people, maybe somebody says, oh yeah, I've always wanted to be a producer, but I never had the musicality. I didn't go to no music school. I didn't have no friends that were doing music. This is it for them. Honestly.
Yeah, but we've come from an era of you need to put in 10,000 hours to be good at something. And now you need to put one.
Yeah.
And that's my issue, probably. Like, it gets to the point where you can't be just fast, like fast fashion. It doesn't last.
But do you think that also then contributes to taking AI out of this? Just like we spoke about the state of UK music, and like Mike and Claude, our other guests, they were just saying, especially in terms of like the rap scene, for instance, they just feel it was basically near enough dead, innit? And do you feel like that's because people aren't putting in that 10,000 hours, they're not working on their craft? Because I think in terms of UK music, the singers are doing really well. But like in terms of the rap aspects, it's like...
I would 100% agree to say there's just a lot less. If you was to talk to the average artist, yeah, in terms of, when I say average artist, or let's say maybe some of the new school artists who are doing their drills and whatever, most of them, they're just unaware about a lot of things, you know? Like, most of them haven't done a show before. Because when you got famous, that's, someone said, hey, take a mic, we're gonna give you 2K to come. Oh yeah, I'm bringing the man them, yeah. Cool. You just, you don't know how to perform. Do you know what I'm saying? But I can't blame you. Who taught you?
You learn on the job, effectively.
Yeah.
What was your upbringing in terms of learning how to perform?
You know what? Because of the college, I think I've had to ask myself this, like, because sometimes I just wonder, like, some of the anyone who's doing music, like, I feel like there's a certain school that you should go through. Maybe the 10,000 hours of practice. For me, I'll probably say it's church.
Okay.
Like, growing up in the church, I'd always say this, like, that's where your schooling starts.
Right.
Because the church, at least in a Pentecostal church, so I don't know so much about the Catholics and whatever, but in a Pentecostal, very much black-esque type of church, they're playing all types of music. Like, gospel is the foundation of most of the genres that we love. You will get jazz in gospel, you'll get disco in gospel, you'll get the R&B, you'll get funk, you will get
You get rocked.
yeah, you'll get rock. Do you get what I'm saying? So you are used to rhythm switching. You're used to different type of syncopation. So by the time I got to school,
Syncopation.
so by the time I got to school, and I remember the first time, well, actually, no, I chat rubbish. It was me and your cousin. One time, yeah, we went to this place. It was in Borough, but it was called Charter House. You pay 40p. Yeah, every Wednesday, you pay 40p to go and learn on this computer, go and learn how to make beats. And there was this sweet French lady called Issa. She said, we don't have keyboards, so I'm gonna teach you guys how to draw in the notes.
Right.
Now, for me, like, not compared, like, I'm not tooting our own horn, but again, because I'd been listening to music for so long at the church, and then what I would do when the elders would kind of go and eat and do what they're doing, but we will, you know how, well, I don't know about you guys, but we had to really stay in that church. When we was younger, there was nothing else to do, especially on those Sundays. My church would do this thing called, is it prayer night or revival? I don't know what it's called, but basically they'll have like 3 services. We'll stay for the morning, afternoon, and whatever. So when the older guys have left, me and some of my guys, I'll just get on the keyboard and I'll just try and figure out stuff. I'm thinking of, I remember one time trying to play 21 seconds, I was like, dun, dun. Oh yeah, oh that's it. Dun, like, even you can tell by now, I was excited to figure it out. I was excited to learn and whatever. And I say that it's just the biggest thing that helped me. I know I did 20,000 hours probably. Now it's innate. Like some of the guys, they're like, oh, how is it that you just know the pocket? I'm like, yeah, because I don't even know how to beat off beat. It's not.
Because you grew up in it.
Yeah, I can't do it. I don't even know how to beat off key. Like I'm not a great singer, but if you sing it right. Like you have to get that right. But that schooling, that patience, the new school, they don't have time for that. Maybe even our generation, did you guys have cassettes?
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool. So even a cassette, if you think about it, for you to even record, you're waiting, you listen to the radio, oh, that's my song I love. Go to your thing, press play, wait, yeah, go and do pencil,
to spin it back,
yeah. You have to put in the energy. And I know I'm showing my age, I'm sorry people out there, but that's the little difference. And I respect some of the young people that understand that. They just know that, you know what? This music thing is really deep. There's a bit of, you know, some of us don't want to say it, but there's a spiritual connection about it. It's not, you can't touch it, but you make music for sharing. Play it, and that's it.
I feel like that's partly, maybe this might be a reason why like the old music heads, they're having somewhat of a renaissance with a lot of like their tours and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
I agree.
Because everyone's enjoying listening to the old sound again. So yeah,
I think we're enjoying just listening to a sound. I'll be honest.
It's like when the Clips released their album, like, it's like we're going back to rap.
Yeah.
Ace Trumpets, that beat is still cold.
Yeah. And you know what? I think that's what we're not hearing now. So now, it's almost like, even if I ask someone to rap, they're gonna sing, maybe, they're gonna switch it, it's so, like, versatile, should I say?
Fluid
like,
to an extent, fluid.
Drake.
Yeah, I agree.
It's so Drake.
That's kind of what it is.
After the guy that wants to now, wanted to sell out hip hop, man's going to, I can't get over the fact that you wanted to sue my man. Like, come on, like that's disgusting. Like it's that they let me know that, yeah, in my opinion, the US side, I think they've just made too much money. They've left it. Like it's come on, like what do you mean? Like you were so brave, you sued your own label. Wow, that's crazy. Like that's mad. Even the lawyers, how did they even encourage you to do that?
They just saw dollar signs. Said,
exactly.
They said, oh,
yeah, well, we're gonna throw you to the wolves.
They saw that hourly fee. I'm like, okay, yeah, we can do that. We can make that happen.
Yeah, man, they get their retainers. I can't blame them.
Boy.
So we come to a conclusion. AI music, no.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. That's the only way I can win it, because I think we can't escape it.
Yeah.
That's the issue. That's the
Again,
only
if
issue.
I hear it authentically, oh yeah. If I know the truth,
Actually, yeah,
you
that's the better
tricked
way.
me. Hey, you're not getting any of my streams, Miss Monet. Get me.
Well, how are you gonna reverse it?
I'm not gonna play again, innit?
Yeah,
That's my reversing. Get me, the buck stops there. So yeah. Do you know what? We're gonna touch up, not even touch up, but your music career. What made you want to be a music artist? What inspired you? And just you actually kicking off?
Well, I don't know. I would definitely say, well, I do know, but anyways, like, basically, without it sounding cliche, like, you know, I'm from the ends and there was a lot of music around me. I didn't have a musical family, but it was definitely, I always had an affinity towards performing arts anyways. Like dancing, you know, the acting. I think what happened is when we got to, again, church, like that was you know, I have to give them their flowers. Like Clewham in Old Kent Road, they birthed a lot of stuff. Like, okay, Rapman used to be in our crew. We met each other at church. You get what I'm saying? And what would happen is when I would see these guys perform, honestly, it was like the older guys rapping. Like, remember, in the UK, we didn't see many rappers. And maybe because I was not like a Southwest guy. I know PDC was here and there those times, but the times I'm talking is 2000, 2001, 2002. There weren't that many people rapping. Like, grime was even just about really becoming...
Really birthing.
Yeah, if that makes sense. So I just remember, like, first of all, when I saw those guys in the church, like Rapman and some of my other bedrooms doing what they're doing, I said, wow. Then I saw Bow Wow. And I don't know what ambition I had in my head. I said, nah. You know what, bro? If he's doing it, I can do this, you know? That's how I had it in my head. I'll never forget. I remember NatWest, they gave me like an account and you could have like £10 to go buy something from HMV. I bought Bow Wow's first album. I remember listening to it, said, yeah, man, this is me. That's what I'm gonna do. Joe's my witness. Like, I was always doing music early. I said to myself, I'm going to rap. I'm rapping. I'm a rapper's rapper. Like, I didn't even care for grime. I used to like, grime without A, B, C, D, Like, no, I wanted to just be a rapper's rapper. So I think once I got to like 13, 14, I don't even think I had a proper name yet. But I remember one of the man them, he was just like, Young Scarz, because I always had a scar on my face. I said, oh, Young Scarz, okay, cool. That's me. And then one time we just like, drop the young man because of the whole young Jeezy, young Wayne, like it just doesn't, well, Lil Wayne, well, not young Wayne. But basically, yeah, around 2000, 2001, yeah, I solidified, like even in school. That was my only popularity, should I say. Like people knew me as, my real name's Isaac, but they was like, oh,
Music
Isaac.
guy.
Yeah, he raps. Yeah, if you wanna rap, you wanna hear something, yeah, go to him. I'll be performing in assembly. I'm the only one rapping. I'm the only one, everyone's doing the sets and this and that. Play it away, I'm ready to rap. You know, that type of thing. So I don't know, I just had that ambition to do it. And yeah, like then, you know, the whole Channel U thing kind of came out of it. I don't know, early on, my guys, we were just early. I think we were just hungry. We were just trying to do things before we knew. Like YouTube, guys, imagine YouTube doesn't exist, yeah? And I don't know, let's say Joe's the artist. And Jacob, you've said to Joe like, oh, Joe's doing well. Oh my gosh, there's a new website. It's called it's called YouTube. If we put our video on there, we can do really well. One of my guys said that to me. 2006 is when the song dropped on Channel U. And then, yeah. Like,
Sorry, what song is this?
The song You Got Boyed.
Okay, cool.
You Got Boyed, dropped it 2006. And I remember like when like YouTube came out, I think maybe August or like, sometime in 2006, but later in the year. I think in America it was already out, but in the UK, there was nothing called YouTube. My boy calls me, he's like, yeah, listen, the video, I know the video's doing well, but
It might have been 2005, sorry. I feel like YouTube recently celebrated 20 years. Or
yes.
someone posted something YouTube, and it was the end of summer.
Yeah. Yes. But that's all I remember is in the UK, because you know it was similar even with MySpace. Maybe they didn't have their UK ground or whatever. But anyways, I could be wrong. But all I remember is YouTube was a month old. By the time You Got Boyed was already out, YouTube was a month old.
Right.
And I remember my boy, shout out to Ovi, calls me, bro, I want to put your video on this thing called YouTube. It's like, YouTube? We're still on MySpace. We're still on Bebo. What's going on here? He's like, nah, bro, it's a new website, yeah, that people just put their videos on there. Who the hell is gonna go to a website to watch a video? Bro, hindsight, vision without sight. I promise you, he didn't even listen to me. He still put it on there, which thank you, Ovi. To this day, thank you. But all I can say is that's how, like, it was scarce. There was nothing about, like, so in our minds, it was just more, I'm doing music, I'm trying to think. I think I can blow. I think I can go international. If you give me the opportunity, I think I can do those things, but it just wasn't like that. And like, even like when we did You Got Boyed, like it was such a thing at the time because I didn't know what was happening. Like, I just made a song. Like, by the way, the first lyrics in the song is about me and his cousin going to his house. Going to his house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, me and my brethren riding through Burgess Park. We had to make another quick trip to his cousin's house.
That's me!
And I remember, like, we would always go back and forth. Like, when I was growing up, I grew up with his family. Like, my mom, I was the only child, so spent a lot of time with them. So, yeah, I just tried to, when I made the song, I was trying to just make a song that was real. In fact, actually, I got a lot of inspiration from Nelly. He had a song called Boy. And again, like I said, I was coming from this American rap side, even though a lot of people think it's a grime song. Guys, all this stuff I've said, I haven't mentioned grime, have I? But to a lot of people, they take You Got Boyed as, yo, that's grime, you know? But it wasn't. I tried to make a trap, down south, southern type of beat. And I think me being UK, fast flow, you're grime. You know what I'm saying? But it was coming off Nelly. But yeah, that's why I started music. I really had a passion for it. I was around it. And I think it was just early days. No one was really rapping like that. Like people, there were rappers. I'm not acting like I'm not doing that Soulja Boy nonsense. There was other people there, but not around maybe our ends. Even the gigs and they weren't rapping by then. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it was still nothing there. Do you know what I mean?
Well, speaking of that, we may as well play the song.
Man.
I was like, Mommy, Daddy, I made it. What? Who done the beat?
Wanted Records.
Me.
Yeah. And this song.
Oh, Wanted Records.
Wanted Records, you know.
Oh, shit.
Is that guy still about?
Yeah. Those are my guys. It was a team. Like I said, this was Ratman, everyone. Like we was all. This was like it was a crew, but we treated it like a label. Man.
In the days, man, for the app that not saying nothing, man. That's how you get yourself jacked.
Aye. Don't worry, the part's coming.
Oh man, crazy.
I can cook out that.
Just want to take the lyric.
Mad.
Even you know what's funny? Because I still remember that day like it was yesterday. You don't come to my house I think I was upstairs, and I see my dad's opened the door, and my cousins come, uncle, blah, 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 our bags. And I think it was, my dad went out to look for it that day,
Yeah, he did.
but then he went out, I think the next day, and he found you lot's bags and he brought it back.
Well,
I think it was the next day. I can't remember exactly timeline of it.
from just from my understanding, my bag we never found it. But I think your cousin saw someone riding it.
Right.
And it wasn't your dad, it's one of the other uncles, yeah? He fly kicked this boy off his back. He fly kicked this boy off his back. Yeah? What, not your dad. Yeah?
That boy was my dad.
And I'm not even saying it like, your dad gets busy, but I'm just saying
I
like.
remember he brought the back home.
Yeah, for sure. And I remember that night, he came out looking, because he was like, boys, what's going on? Like, we're like, how old am I? From like 10, 9, we're crying. These guys have stole our bags. And the way they did it was, they didn't even oh yeah, we're taking it. Oh, hey guys, can we ride your bike? What? Why? Because, we just want to ride over there. I looked at, your cousin, I'm like, he's like, no, let's do it. I'm like, cool. So we give them the bikes, but they genuinely rode like to over there and rode back. So we're like, oh wow. And they were like 14, they were like older. We're just looking at them, we're like, wow, you guys are so cool. Thank you. They give us the bikes back. As we get on, they're like, you know what now, we want to swap, So I want to ride this one and he wants to ride that one. But we're like, but we have to go home. We're just still young, but like we have to, we're trying to go home. They're like, yeah, no, it's gonna be quick. Then when they got up to there, bye. Oh my gosh. Listen, we came out to the main road.
Yeah.
You know where it is. We flagged down the police. They just drove past. That's the first time in my experience. I'm like, wait, hold up. You're telling me we got our bikes jacked and the police ain't even helping us. 2 young boys crying in the street. That's the hood opened my eyes by then. That's why the song is so impactful. Like, in my opinion, it was like a real thing of like, nah, you have to stand up for yourself.
Right.
Like that song was actually an anti-bullying song.
Yeah.
As much as it was comical, I know how I worded it, but nah, it was more like, in here, nah man, you can't have it.
What was that feeling like when you gained real traction from it? The responses, everything from Channel U itself, and just seeing yourself on TV effectively.
I'll be so honest, like it is cliche, but didn't really understand it at the time. I was so happy, I was very happy, but in my mind, I kept thinking, oh, yeah, man, I'm gonna drop another one. Like everyone's feeling this, yeah, cool. Watch for the next one, but it didn't really pan out like that. And obviously with the way we had the song going, like, remember it was Wanted Records.
Yeah.
So they was thinking like we're gonna put other artists forward. But let me not act like, yeah, like definitely I think what it was is everyone around me really made me humble. They always, yo, you ain't no superstar, And I thank them for that. Because the way the fame was going, I'm not joking. One time we went to we did this PA somewhere, there were these girls, yo, I'm sweating like crazy. They've come up to man, they've hugged man, they want autographs, they want this, they want that. And remember, I'm like, what, 16? I'm 17. So what's that gonna do to my head? I remember thinking when we drove back, I'm like, guys, if this what I'm getting, what's the Jay-Z's and the 50 Cent? Damn, this is crazy. So yeah, like I really love the fact of a lot of people humbled me. Like or at least my brethren they just treated me normal.
Yeah.
So I think I didn't understand the impact at the time, but then yeah, when I started traveling, going elsewhere, yeah, it became a something. So yeah, man.
All right, obviously it's been a hot topic in the UK scene on socials over the last week or so. Bouncer, obviously talking about Shade Bra, somewhat exposing the founders or whatever. And then also GRM getting caught up in it. And a lot of the things that Bouncer has said, which the streets or people have enjoyed because of the commentary aspect, do you think there's truth to what he's saying and in regards to Shade Bra, GRM, and how a lot of these platforms operate?
Yeah. To my understanding, he believes that it's like an industry ring, and he kind of wants to kind of stop the infrastructure. And what most people don't realize is all the videos you see, obviously those artists have to pay for them. Yeah. Now, some of the popular artists probably don't pay anything. So there's some artists that will tell you, yeah, man, I've been putting my stuff on there like all the time. I'll just call Posty, I'll call Rashid, I'll call whoever, these people at the Grime Dailies, link ups and everything else. But for the average artist, yeah, like even I know this, even for someone like, you know, I know I've said his name, but it's just because he's very relevant in what he did in the UK, but Rap Man. Like when he was doing all the stories and whatever, he's paying for those uploads, paying for the videos, paying for whatever.
But do you think that's a bad thing though?
No. Okay. Now I'll tell you what happened with me. This is specifically with Grime Daily.
Okay.
Yeah. They had a fee for their videos, which you have to pay. Okay. Back in the day, it would be like, I think it was called a mini video or like a hood video. That was literally the definition. And I remember seeing the price that was on there. It was like, I don't know, even 300 or 250, but let's just say whatever price it was, I'm agreeing to that. I'm saying it's fine, cool, no worries, cool. They come and shoot the video. They shoot the video, the director's even asking me like, well, yeah, what do you want to do? I'm like, oh, I thought you're the director, that. He's like, yeah, well, we can just be here. All right, cool, we'll just shoot on the block. We're shooting, no problem. Video's finished, everyone's happy, you know. Now I'm saying to them like, all right, cool. You know, and Twitter had just began. Yeah, guys, a lot of things I'm saying, I know, I know at this age, it's just, it's a real thing. But Twitter, just about getting popular.
I know, 'cause I jumped on Twitter then as well, so I've been on Twitter for a while. But
yeah, so I remember it was like one of the other driving marketing things for them was their YouTube and their Twitter. Yeah, so I'm there saying, all right, so guys, obviously it's gonna go on your YouTube channel, no problem. So like, I don't know, are you guys gonna tweet about it? When can I expect a tweet? And I'll just never forget, yeah? I'm not even gonna say the name of the guy or whoever. It was Posty and a few other people that were there, but whoever this Grime Daily co-founder, owner at the time, he's looking up at me like, in his whip. But you know the tweets aren't free, you know? So wait, I have to pay for a tweet. I wasn't even so much angry with that. I still felt like, but okay, whatever, cool. I went to where if the ATM is over here, his car's here, I've had that conversation, so I'm already thinking I haven't paid him. All right, cool, let me go to my, bank account and take out the money. I take out, anyways, I'll say it. I think it was £250 or £350. Yeah, that's what I knew the price was. It was something with a 50. I go and hand him the money. He's like, oh, boy, the fee's gone up,
This is about 15 years ago, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is for the tweet.
No, this is for the whole, remember, when he said to pay for the tweet, I haven't acknowledged that. I'm not gonna pay for the tweet.
Yeah.
But I just kind of said, oh, really? That's what I have to do? All right, cool. Let me go give you money for the video.
Yeah.
Cool. So then I hand him the money. He's there saying, the fees have gone up. So I said, how could the fees go up if I saw what I saw there? That's the whole way you got here today. I've called you, you brand the director. He's like, yeah, but obviously it's a new season and yada, yada, yada. Now, somebody, was close with this person, and your cousin, is my guy. So obviously he literally had to come and calm me down. He's like, hey, chill out. Do you have the money to pay it? And not being funny, this is why what Bouncer's saying makes sense. I'm not working. I am working. I'm not rich. I'm not like a guy that's trapping in the ends and whatever. Even You Got Boyd, that cost £4,000. I didn't pay that money.
Yeah.
That's like Wanted Records that help me out, Supreme, like all my guys, Doza, OVIE, everybody else. So at this point, I'm like, yo, this is my hard-earned money, like 350 to 450. That's a big jump.
Those days, especially as well. Yeah.
So giving him, obviously, it was again because of my guy, like because he was just like, kind of just let it be. I'll sort this type of thing. But that's his vibe, innit? Just keeping peace. So no, not the vibe keeping peace, but that's his vibe in that moment, like to just keep it civil. And in hindsight, I wouldn't say, I don't know, I'll put it this way, I'm not gonna act like, oh, like it didn't do anything. Of course, it went on Grime Daily, it got some views, but then that was literally 6 months after when Grime Daily got taken off with the whole, I'm not sure if it's because of Scorcher or whatever, but I don't know if you guys know, Grime Daily got shut down at one point. Yeah, so that my videos is one of them.
They had to start again.
Yeah, but they never re-uploaded mine. So it's just, it's gone. And till this day, of course, I don't want to act like I'm bitter or whatever because we moved on, but that's what I mean. With what Bouncer's saying, he's not joking.
Because it's still actually relevant to this current day.
Like these guys are charging, they're charging for, in my opinion, if you pay, you're paying with the intention of, yeah, I'm gonna put it on there. Right. But I think what he's trying to word it as is, they just have that position of power. It's not even as if, okay, cool, they're gonna help the guy who's on the come up. It's like, nah, you guys still treat the top level as creme de la creme, but collect all the money from the young guys that are coming through. And some of them, if you think about it, let's just say the average young guy from ends or whatever, mate, they're not getting money like through, I don't know, like not everyone is trapping and okay, you know what, let's spell it as this. Not everyone that traps even makes a lot of money. Yeah. Not everybody that you think they look, nice with all their clothes and whatever, they're probably broke. Yeah. They just give you the perception. One of them has Gucci bag, one has Prada hat, one has whatever, but me and you both know, as time gets on, you don't have this money.
The maintenance ain't there.
Yeah. And even if we're talking 5 videos, if 5 videos that cost £450 for an upload, that doesn't even mean the actual video. Well, now it will be different. Now you got to shoot the video, then their upload fee. So that's actually even worse. Because back then they were shooting the video for you and putting it on. But now you shoot your own video, you're gonna pay the cameraman, aren't you? You're gonna pay everybody else. You've already shot the video, you already recorded the song. You pay for studio time. I'm a producer. You're gonna probably pay me if I made the beat. How much? I haven't even said any numbers, but how much money is that for some 18-year-old that wants to make it?
Yeah, 6, 7, 8 grand in the hole. Being nice.
Exactly. So it's, like I said, I don't think what he's doing is even bad anyways. If they open their eyes, you guys have been collecting money for a very long time and you're holding that position of power. Like, if they say something, it moves. And if they say you're not a part of them, you're not a part of them. They don't see them put karaoke's on there. They don't put certain artists on there because they're not friends, So I'm not against the industry. I don't really care. But for me, it's just more, I just respect what Bouncer's doing and I think people should support it.
Fair. No, I just wanted to get your viewpoint on that one. Obviously, we could easily delve into more stuff, and that particular thing, just on that. But I think we're gonna go with Song of the Week. Song of the Week time. Do you want to kick us off?
Well, yes. I will be honest. I've heard. I saw the last pod, and I said I think Deji was saying, chapter 16 from Dave's album. As soon as you said that, I was like, that's what I wanted to say. But I will say
you can
as
have
well.
more than one. You can have 2.
Okay, yeah.
It'd be nice.
I would say from the album, there's another song called is it My 27th Birthday? I think. Yeah, where I had to pause it and be like, wow. Again, I feel like this guy really dug deep. Some of the things he said on there is if you aren't ready for it, this album's a bit too much. But yeah, those are the songs. 27th Birthday and Chapter 16.
Nice. Dej, what you got for us?
I've got one song for you today, and it's from Elia Lara, and it's called Praising You.
Okay.
It's like R&B gospel. It's gospel anyway.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it just happened.
Do you know what? I got another tune though.
Go
I
on then.
can't let this go. I can't let this one go. It's called Because. It's by Danger Mouse and Black Thought. They got a joint album.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's featuring Joey Badass, Russ, and Dylan Cartilage.
Okay.
Okay, fair. All right.
So this is a nice little roster.
I've just got the one. Mine is a cover from EJ Jones. A cover of Bobby Caldwell's "What You Won't Do for Love." EJ Jones.
That sounds good already. I wanna
That's
hear
your
that.
second EJ Jones.
Bro, if you've not heard of
You
this artist,
like EJ
you
Jones.
like him.
Yeah?
He'll
Yeah.
catch you off guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I wanna hear.
My song of the week this week is by Nas, New York State of Mind off of Illmatic.
Okay. I took it back.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
the song of the week could be anything, bro.
Right.
Anything in that
Oh,
moment.
Okay.
So my song of the weeks are usually new.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah.
Well, then, wait. Then let me just throw one more in there because I was listening to this. 50 Cent in My Hood. Like that, it just came on the shuffle, and I was like, I had to play it back. I was like, nah, he was on. I don't know what he was on in the studio.
time.
Yeah, like it's just you. The beat. Yeah, he really. Yeah.
He was living his raps.
On,
sure.
on 50, just a random thing. The New York mayor got announced last night, and he came out to Ja Rule, New York.
Oh, gosh.
And because I think 50's previously said a comment about him, either during his campaign or before that, and it was a little thing I saw today
gosh,
online.
this guy.
But yes, thank you, Scarz, for joining us. We really appreciate it. We're definitely doing a part 2, 3, 4, 5,000 to this episode. You've been a fantastic guest.
Love for having me, man. Honestly.
Thank you, man.
Guys, you've been good conversationalist, man. Yeah, I mean, we can chat and level on the reason on a proper
we're
level.
trying, man. It's not easy, but we're trying. You get
Come on,
me? But
come
I
on.
hope all our viewers and listeners can take in and enjoy this conversation like the way we have. Like I said, Scarz is one of the OGs in my life, and he's just a flipping legend. Do you know what I mean? So enjoy it. Hey, Joe, I am signing out.
Dej signing out.
Jacob signing out.
Oh, Scarz signing out.
Like, subscribe, get me, hit those buttons, and share the Black Cloud at the podcast.
Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you.